let's lay down a pentagon. Add mesh circle, 5 vertices. Go to edit mode, extrude, scale here, close with F, loop cut here, 5 times, exit edit mode, save and be happy. Lay down an hexagon, add mesh circle, 6 vertices, edit mode, extrude scale, close with F, loop cut, 6 times, exit edit mode. Add mesh sphere, 100 segments, 50 rings, shade smooth, dimensions 30 millimeters. Take the pentagon, move it above the sphere, add shrink wrap modifier, target the ball, nearest surface, add subdivision surface modifier, simple, level 3, add solidify modifier, thickness 0.75, add bevel modifier. Go to materials, new material, black, viewport display, color, black. Save and be happy. Take the hexagon, move it above the sphere. Select the pentagon with shift, object, link, copy modifiers, new material, white, display color, white. Rotate the hexagon minus 30 degrees. Now copy the hexagon, shift D, move it to the side, go to edit mode. Select everything, rotate, minus 90 degrees, exit edit mode. Here now begins the very fun puzzle game of finding the correct sizes. What we know for sure is that this hexagon must be at the side and that this pentagon must be at the top. Save and let the fun begin. Select the first hexagon, scale it 8 times. To Control A, apply, scale. Select the second hexagon, scale it 8 times. To Control A, apply, scale. In edit mode, select everything, rotate and adapt the position of the second hexagon so it touches the first hexagon here. Exit edit mode. Select the pentagon, scale it 6 times. To Control A, apply, scale. Don't forget to fine tweak the second hexagon so it touches both the first hexagon and the pentagon here. Now, in edit mode, subdivide the topology, exit edit mode, move the solidify and bevel modifier on top of the subdivision surface modifier and set it to Catmull-Clark level 3. Tweak the thickness of the solidify modifier to 1.5 millimeters. Do the same to the pentagon and the other hexagon. Save and be happy. Now add an empty plane axis. At the center, select this hexagon. Add an array modifier. Count 5. Object offset from the empty. Do a Control A, apply all transforms. Select the empty and rotate it 360 degrees divided by 572 degrees. Now in edit mode, we can fine tweak the scale of these hexagons on the x-axis here. And now turn on the proportional editing and select these corner vertices with shift and scale on the x-axis. Adapt the area of effect with the middle wheel here. Then select the pentagon, turn off the proportional editing and scale it and fine tweak its scale here. Exit edit mode. Now also fine tweak the hexagon on the side. Save and be happy. Then the hexagon on the side is going to get an array modifier, count 5, object offset the same empty, and we also need a Control A, apply all transforms. Save and be happy. Now select the ball, do a Shift S cursor to selected, then select the pentagon and make a copy. Shift D, go to edit mode, work from the 3D cursor. We're going to rotate minus 72 degrees from the side view and minus 36 degrees from the top view. Exit edit mode. This pentagon is going to get an array modifier, count 5, object offset the same empty. We also need a Control A, apply all transforms. Save, but don't be happy just yet. We need to fine tweak the hexagons. So let's go to edit mode. Let's select the extreme vertices here with shift. Work from the median point, turn on the proportional editing. We're going to grab on the z-axis. Adapt the area of effect as needed. Let's come here and fine tweak the shape. Then these bottom vertices, I'm going to scale them on the x-axis to fine tweak the distances. Exit edit mode. We still need to fine tweak the second hexagon. First, make it fit here. Then select the corner vertices and turn the proportional editing on. And we're going to scale on the x-axis to adapt the shape. Then here, I'm going to select everything with A and make a better proportion on the z-axis. Now, exit edit mode, save, but please don't be happy, because at this point, you're going to notice that I've made a mistake. So to see the mistake, I'm going to take all the elements, make a copy, convert to mesh and join. And I'm going to rotate 180 degrees here. And now it's not possible to complete the football because my hexagons are too big. I could simply have restarted the entire tutorial, or like you're going to see, we can learn how to correct our mistakes. And design is a lot about what we do with our own mistakes and how we correct them, instead of throwing a tantrum and yelling at the computer and the software. It doesn't matter how many decades of experience you have, you will still make mistakes. What I hope will evolve over the decades is how you deal with the mistakes. And especially in these times that AI is supposed to make everything error-free, it's going to be an ever more valuable asset knowing how to deal with mistakes and to take advantage of your own mistakes and turn them into something beautiful, because that's life. And that's something that artificial intelligence won't be able to do, because you need to be alive to know how to do that. You need to feel it in your guts, in your blood, in your soul. So obviously, I just hope that people won't forget what it means to have a soul. So first, I'm going to hide these pentagons. Let's go to edit mode here, bring the cursor. I'm going to add a new perfect hexagon to the view, about the same size, the rotation. So now I can erase the old one. We need a perfectly equal hexagon over the football. Don't forget the loop cuts. Now select everything. What's going to change is that the mid-level reference is the middle of this edge, is the mid-level of the geometry of the football. So I guess that people who know the football geometry by heart had spotted the mistake right at the beginning of my tutorial. Okay, now let's exit edit mode and I can erase the other old wrong hexagon. Good, now let's make a copy of the new hexagon and put it in its top position around the top pentagon. So now from here in edit mode, what you need to do is adapt the position and rotation of the hexagon to the football sphere. And having an earlier, even if wrong distribution makes the process faster. So not everything was wasted after all. So the best version of the football is when all the hexagons are the same size and shape, and this is exactly the goal here. So now let's show the pentagons again here. And before I fine tweak the details to get perfect connections, I'm going to take all the elements, make a copy, convert to mesh, join, apply all transforms, rotate 180 degrees. And now when I rotate on the z-axis, we can see that we can complete the entire football adequately. And this is the result of the modeling process of the football. We still have to make it a jewel. Let me show a couple of details about completing the perfect football. Sometimes instead of scaling the hexagon, just move it back. It's going to be smaller on the projection on the sphere. Then the rotation on the x-axis does affect the shape of the hexagon. Obviously, you can grab on the z-axis to affect the position, but the rotation also has an effect on the shape and the position of the hexagon, and that's very important. Then the topology, so there's no secret here. I made a couple more cuts to get a more precise projection. And on the second hexagon, I made slightly different cuts. And very important to remember here, I'm not moving any vertex on its own, just the perfect hexagon projected on the football. So in the end, we get this perfect result. And here, this is the second half with a 180 degrees rotation on the y-axis and a 36 degrees rotation on the z-axis. That was the modeling a football tutorial. We'll make a jewel out of this. Have a nice day, take care, and see you soon.